Alright, is this you? Having no weapon sound, no footstep sound, or armor clanking sound. This is a problem that I had when trying to mod Skyrim. The original game would work, but when modding it, for some reason, all the sound would just go all wanky. You still have menu sound and music, but yeah, so this is what I'm gonna fix. And just to let you guys know, you're gonna need a USB with at least 8 gigs of storage to do this method, so just beware of that. Alright, so the first thing that we're gonna do is first verify that we have all the game files in the folder, and we do this by going to properties, local file, and verifying game files. We click that, and it should take about a minute or two to just make sure all the files are there. So once that's done verifying, if you haven't done this process already, you can try and booting up your game, and if there's still no sound, we can go ahead and move on to this next step. So the next step is to find where your game is stored, and to find that, we go to browse in local file here to see where it's at in our files, and it should pop up down here. Yeah, here it is. So before we go any further, we're actually gonna have to download this program called Link Shell Extension. You should search this up on Google. It should be the first one that pops up. I'll also put it in the description just to make sure you have the right one. And then it'll be this page right here. You click download. It'll take you to the bottom. And you look for it. Where is it? Here it is. Download for all Windows 64. If you have a 64-bit window, which most likely you do, you download this one. And I already downloaded it. I just put it in a folder here. I have on my E drive mod Skyrim and Soundfix attempt. I just put it in there. And once you have that, you should be allowed to create things like this. It should allow for this option here in the File Explorers application. Going back to our Skyrim folder, we go to data, and then we see all this here. So the important ones are the sound BSA and the voices ENO BSA. So what we're gonna do is actually get a USB, plug it into our computer as I'm doing right now. It's gonna pop up right here. And I already named my folders on here, sound files. You can do the same thing. So basically what I already have done ahead of time here is taken this one and this one here and drag them to the USB. And then it takes a little while to copy over. It takes like, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes. They're pretty large files. And as you can see, it's right here, Skyrim. Just put it like this. It's here, Skyrim voices, EMB is this one, and the BSA is this one. So I copied those over. Once you finish that process, you can go ahead and delete them from the Skyrim folder and use the program that I told you to download to create a pick link source here, and then we drop the link in the Skyrim data folder. We also do that for the Skyrim voices. Basically what this does is redirects when the system tries to get this file, it redirects it to this. So somehow that works. I don't know why that works, but You go where you downloaded the mods, the mod that you have. Here, I'm just going to my mod. Actually, I'm gonna do my other mod. This is my Fable lore mod from Wabajack. And what I'm gonna do here is go to mods. So make sure to take the path. So this is just where I downloaded the mod. This is where I downloaded the mod. This is the file. Just go wherever this is. It should take you to this wherever you downloaded it. Go to mods. And this is where we're gonna have to do the same thing with some of these BSA files that we did to the vanilla Skyrim data folder. We're gonna have to do the same thing here and copy some to the USB. As you can see, I already did here. So I'm gonna show you where these are, because a lot of these mod packs use the same mods that overhaul some of this audio. The ones they involve is Skyrim. I know that's the one we already did. Is the immersive sound. So we look for immersive sound in here. Where is it? Immersive sound. Immersive sound compendium. Yeah, this is it. Just looking over to my notes here. Yeah, this is it. And it's gonna have this sound folder. It's not gonna have this little arrow. It's because I already created the pick source. This sound folder should be a regular folder. It should have a pretty doesn't I don't think it says the size because it's a folder, but you want to do the same thing as we did with the other one. Just copy it to the USB, and then it should pop up to USB like this. You do the same thing, pick source, and it should say drop as a symbolic link, and then it'll pop up the same as this. I already did this, so it's already like this. It'll take a little while again, like the previous ones, maybe 5-10 minutes, but not too long. And that's it for this mod. And then we go to the next mod. Let me just look here. Is the Lucidity sound folder, Lucidity mod. I never had this mod for my mod packs that I got, so I always had to skip this step. But you guys, if you guys have a different mod pack, you might have to do this for the same thing. If you have a Lucidity mod called Lucidity, you would click on it and do the same thing with that sound folder. But I don't have that one, so I'm gonna skip that one. So now I go to the unofficial high definition audio project BSA files. So it's unofficial. So go to the use unofficial high definition audio. Unofficial, where is it? Here you go. Unofficial high definition audio projects. As you can see, I already did it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 BSA files. You'll know they're BSA files because it'll say type, and it won't say this, it'll say BSA file here for these ones. It looks different for me because I already did this process, so you're gonna have to drag it over each one of these. It'll take like 10 minutes. These were actually a little longer, I think, for me. You just do the same thing, drag them over, copy it. I already did this, so again, just gonna look a little different for you guys, but so I copied it all over. It'll say like this BSA file here. Here you go. So I already did that to these 5. And then you do the same thing. You copy the link. The reason it says cancel link for me because I already copied a different one. So I can just pick source, put it here, and then you'll get this kind of file. You do that for all 5, put it in, and we move on to the next one. And then we go to the next one is, oh yeah, wait, what's the next one? Oh no, that's it. This one was for a different mod pack, I believe, that I had copied this one. Yeah, it's for a different one. So that should be it. Now, once you launch your game, it should all be fixed. The one thing is that you do have to play your modded Skyrim with a USB inserted, of course, because that's where it's going to be linked to get the information for the sounds and all that. Alright, so now I booted up my Skyrim. Now I should have all my weapon sounds and armor sound. So I do have my footstep and armor sound now. And I do have my weapon sound. And there you go. All fixed. Hope that helps at least one person. 'Cause I know that took forever for me to fix. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.